He warned again and again that failing to provide lifeguards at Camber would cost lives, and eventually he resigned over the issue. 10 years on and 3,000 miles from England, time and distance have not dimmed his anger.
I always knew that it was the most dangerous beach on the south coast of England. It has a 4-foot range in the tidal range, which with a beach that size, it moves fast and it goes out fast and it comes in fast. You can be walking on solid sand 1 minute, and then once that tide comes in and you got an inch of water on top of that sand, it will liquefy and literally turn into sinking sand, and there's nothing you can do. Longshore drift, very big danger, especially on the wrong wind. You can go out in that water, 10 minutes later you'll be 5 kilometers down the road.
Born in Canada, he settled in Sussex with his family and was a senior coast control officer for Rother Council from 1994 to 2007. He resigned in disgust, he says, over cuts to his beach safety budget and the council's repeated refusals to hire lifeguards for Camber.
They felt because they didn't have it in place, they didn't need it in place. And they felt they had no responsibility for the people in the water. They had the Arna inshore lifeboat in Rye Harbour, and they had the Coast Guard down at Lydd. They felt that it was already safe enough. But from my standoff and my point of view and my staff's point of view, it was ridiculous. Going over to being trained lifeguards, going over to see this beach with 20,000 people on it, and there's no one there watching them.
Now living in Toronto with his family and his own business, he says news of the 7 deaths at Camber last summer left him angry but not surprised.
Oh, I was distraught. In fact, I felt very guilty myself. I felt if I had pushed a little harder, maybe things would have been different. And these boys, they wouldn't have died. They would have been here today. And none of this would have been happening. And they could have just initiated this years ago when I asked them to. And resistance from every point of the council.
He says that in his time, Camber's coast control staff were preoccupied with running car parks.
Health and safety has always been the prime mission as a coast control officer. What you're there for is not to be a car park attendant. If you want to be a car park attendant, call yourself a car park attendant. If you want to be a coast control officer, be a coast control officer. Be for the people, not for yourself, for your council, making money. It's not about that. It's about protecting lives and ensuring people are safe. And that is the complete opposite they've done. People have died because of money.
Patrick believes the lifeguards now finally in place would have prevented all 7 of last summer's deaths.
That is their beach. They invite people to that beach. They make people pay to drive into that beach and pay on that car parks. But once you leave that car park, their responsibility is gone. Then everything was on you. If you do that, you are inviting people into danger.